So
Australians and drugs and Bali there's a bit of a reputation and a history there.
Yes, and so they're
always very
cautious.
suspicious and cautious, aren't they, the immigration authorities
That's
there?
right. So there you have these two Australians coming through immigration.
Who have been in Ecuador, the home of, well, Ecuador is in South America. South America has a reputation for drug smuggling, doesn't it?
It does. And so the alarm bells went off. And then, of course, we are rushing. We're trying to get through as quickly as possible because we're so exhausted.
They don't know that, of course. And so we look suspicious in their eyes,
because we're trying to run through immigration and get our things as quickly as possible.
Yeah, move, let's go. That was a bad move.
That was such a bad move.
That was
that was a stupid move.
I know, but geez, I wanted that shower.
Well,
and
that's
I wanted
because
to
you
eat,
booked
and I wanted
such a
to
stupid
sleep.
flight. You'll never do that again, will you?
You hearing that blameful language, guys?
So they pull us aside. Now, this gets a little scary. So we open up our backpacks, and then, again, similar to what happened in India, they kind of swarmed.
Yeah, so we had from one immigration officer probably up to 3 to 4.
Well, that doesn't sound like a lot, does it? I thought there was more than that, because what ended up happening was they separated us. Now, this is where I started to panic.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we were panicking, because obviously we didn't have any drugs.
No, had nothing to hide.
No, but you get... It's
nervous
scary.
and of course, again, you're underslept, and so you're not
on your game.
Not calm, not rational. You're not on your game,
and because you know that Australians have such a bad reputation, and things could have been planted, and the penalty is death.
Yeah, so you're thinking, that's right.
Worst case scenario,
someone planted something. Am I part of a racket that I don't know about?
Yeah.
That film Bangkok Hilton from the 80s with Nicole Kidman.
Never watched that.
She has some drugs planted on her by somebody at the airport. So you're thinking, well, actually not at the airport. It was anyway. She had some drugs planted on her. Let's just say that. So
yeah,
you're thinking, oh God, has that happened to us?
Well, maybe in those.
Is this a setup?
Is it a setup? It could have been in those cheap seats that you booked for us, Luca.
Is that the third reference now, guys?
So they kind of split us up. That's when it got a bit intense. And then I had several officers with me, and you had several with you, and then there were several going through the bag.
Yeah, and I had no patience because I knew that we had nothing to hide.
Yeah, it happened very quickly, and yet it felt like it went on forever once they actually all arrived and split us up in the questioning. And that it was so terrible. I remember my mouth got all dry. And when you watch movies and they interrogate someone, and you're like, no, stupid, don't move your eyes, don't get a dry mouth, don't do this, don't do that. You're giving yourself away.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened. I'm like, when your mouth starts to stick?
Yeah.
I'm like, I couldn't speak properly.
And so it makes you look even more suspicious.
I'm sweating bullets because obviously it's hot in Bali, but under this pressure. And of course I'm trying to look at you, and they're trying to kind of block our view of each other so we couldn't communicate or anything.
And even though you've got nothing to hide, it's just such an intimidating environment, isn't it?
Very, very nervous.
Yeah, they're all wearing uniforms.
They're all very close to you.
Yeah, you're thinking, hang on a second, is there a system here whereby they get promoted for every person they ping for drug smuggling
what
or
if
something
they
like
plant
that?
something?
That's right.
Anything. Oh my God, I'm sweating just thinking
basically?
about it. Oh.